I never thought selling my house would feel like plotting a prison break, until Karen, our self-appointed HOA queen, turned it into a personal vendetta. From fake mold rumors to sabotage-level yard sales, this wasn't a real estate listing. It was war. Let me tell you how I turned the tables, exposed the lies, and got the last laugh, clipboard and all. I never thought trying to sell my own home would feel like escaping a hostage situation, until Karen got involved. Welcome to HOA Outlaws. If you enjoy top-tier HOA drama, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let me take you back to the neighborhood that tried to trap me. Part 1. The forced sale sign that sparked war. After 5 years in our little suburban purgatory, I was ready to move on. A new job opportunity across the state, better schools for my kid, and most importantly, freedom from HOA tyranny. I listed the house, hired a realtor, and thought I'd be out within a month. Enter Karen. Karen wasn't just a neighbor. She was the self-appointed gatekeeper of our cul-de-sac, perched on the HOA board like it was the Supreme Court. The moment my for sale sign went up, Karen's sunny smile disappeared faster than a free donut at a town hall meeting. Within 48 hours, a violation notice was taped to my front door. Apparently, my mailbox paint wasn't regulation beige. I repainted it, only to be hit with a lawn violation and then a complaint about my exterior lighting. Every week, a new complaint. The kicker? Each issue had to be resolved before passing HOA inspection, and the board only met once a month. Coincidence? I think not. Part 2. Karen's Dirty Tactics. My first showing was a disaster. Karen held a yard sale the same day, right in front of her house. Folding tables covered in dusty cat figurines, mismatched dishes, and what may have been a cursed doll. She blasted 80s country music like it was a sonic weapon. It happened again and again. Leaf blower symphonies, mysterious sprinkler floods, and impromptu chats with potential buyers where she casually mentioned made-up neighborhood problems. She was sabotaging me on purpose. What Karen didn't know? I had cameras, doorbell cam, porch cam, side yard cam. Every moment she performed her sabotage, I recorded it, including the time she whispered to a couple during a showing, "It's a nice house, but I heard there were mold issues." There were no mold issues. I brought the footage to the HOA. They dismissed it, praising Karen as a pillar of the community. And to add insult to injury, they claimed my backyard fence was 2 inches too tall. Part 3. Fighting fire with footage. If the HOA wouldn't help, I'd go around them. I filed a formal complaint with the State Real Estate Commission, yes, that's a thing, for interference with a property transaction. I had my realtor document everything. We only scheduled showings when Karen's car wasn't in the driveway, and I hired a private home inspector to issue a pre-listing report, clean as a whistle. I left printed copies in the kitchen during showings with a little smiley face. Petty? Absolutely. Precise? Even better. Suddenly, Karen shifted. She started waving at potential buyers, even smiling at me like we were sharing an inside joke. That's when I knew I hit a nerve. Part 4. Karen's Panic and the Truth Bomb. A week later, I got a new HOA notice. Unauthorized surveillance devices visible from the street. Translation. My doorbell cam made Karen uncomfortable, so I printed the letter and taped it to the HOA office with a sticky note. Smile. You're on camera, too. Then came the bombshell. The Real Estate Commission called back. They were opening an investigation. Interfering with a real estate transaction is a legal matter, especially when you're not a licensed agent. I submitted all my footage under the glorious title, Karen Crimes Volume 1. Meanwhile, my neighbor Nancy came forward. Not only had Karen been harassing others for years, but her term on the HOA board had actually expired the year before. The board had simply forgotten to hold elections, and Karen stayed in power like a glitchy app. Armed with this info, I petitioned for a special HOA meeting. All I needed was enough signatures. I got them in a weekend with a box of donuts and a few Ring doorbell chats. Meeting night? Electric. I showed the videos, presented the expired term records, and played the mold lie clip. Gasps, whispers, stunned faces. Then a vote. Karen was removed from the board. Part 5. Karen's Final Tantrum. I started packing. I thought it was over. Rookie mistake. Karen filed a new complaint with the city. I was running an illegal Airbnb. I wasn't, but it delayed closing while a zoning inspector confirmed I wasn't renting rooms to ghosts. But Karen went too far. Nancy dropped one final nugget. Karen had illegally built a wine patio that extended 5 feet onto HOA protected land. No permits, no approval. I made one call to code enforcement. 2 weeks later, a notice was duct taped to Karen's door. She had to demolish the addition before listing her own home, which she desperately tried to do before me. I sold my house for full asking price to a wonderful couple who appreciated the folder of documentation and clean inspections. On move-out day, I glanced at Karen's yard. She was dismantling her wine patio with a hammer, alone and silent, the most peace she'd given me in years. Outro. Thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, drop a comment about your HOA horror story, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life drama where karma always finds a way. If you've ever tangled with an HOA, lived next door to a Karen, or just love a good dose of justice served with a side of pettiness, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Prodigy Tales, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an epic HOA takedown. And hey, drop your own neighborhood nightmare story in the comments below. Who knows? Your tale might be featured next. House explosion video.